Hello my friends, and welcome back. In today's live programming video, we're going to tackle a bug that was uncovered today in Komorebi, the tiling window manager for Windows. Komorebi is written in the Rust programming language, which means that usually when there's a bug, it means that I made a logic error, which is exactly what happened today. So I opened this bug report. This was reported by Red Lobster on Discord. And what happens is that if you set focus follow mouse to Windows in the static configuration file, it doesn't actually enable it. You still have to call the toggle focus follows mouse command with a keybind, or you have to call it on the CLI. So I thought we'd take a look at that. Where are we looking? So if we, which way should we do this? So let's see if you can spot the difference. So first we'll go into the static config, and then a little bit later we'll go into process command. So why don't we look for focus follows mouse. So it is an option in the static config, that it is. What do we have here? It is implemented from window manager for static config. So it gets picked up and we take that value from whatever is set on the window manager. That looks okay. And the next one is in the static config preload. So what the preload does is when you first start the Komorebi process, you have to instantiate a window manager object. Now, if you have a static configuration file, there are certain things that we can load from that static configuration file, like our invisible border configuration, like a lot of globals, right? Like the global work area offset, the move behavior across monitors, the window container behavior. And, we have some defaults here if they're not set. But here, we set the value of focus follows mouse to whatever we're picking up from the static config. And value here is the deserialized static config struct that is deserialized from the JSON representation in the komorebi.json file. So okay, that happens. And then next and final usage of focus follows mouse is focus follows mouse. Such a hard thing for me to say. I don't know why. But why don't we call it FFM? The last instance of FFM is here in the reload section, where we just set it, right? So this, it might look okay, but actually it's not okay. And you will see that when you take a look at toggle focus follows mouse, toggle FFM. So we do a match. This does not impact the Komorebi implementation, it only impacts the Windows implementation. So if you toggle FFM with the Windows implementation, we match on whatever the value is, right? And if it's none, we call enable focus follows mouse. Focus follows mouse, FFM, we enable it, right? Because if it's currently not enabled, then we want to enable it. So we set the value of FFM on the window manager, but actually we also have to call this Windows API function. And then if we're toggling it and it's already enabled, we need to call this disable function. And we don't have any of this logic in the static config. So we got to bring some of that over, right? So, I mean, we're already down here. Why don't we start? So, if let some value, wait, let's move this down. If let some FFM equals value.focus follows mouse, focus follows mouse. Are you gonna give me some autocomplete here? Maybe? Is that a no? Hey, there we go. Got some autocomplete. It's just being a little slow. So, we don't need to do anything if it is Komorebi. Actually, might as well just keep it in alphabetical. No. I have such weird hang-ups about code. I don't even know how to explain them. Just roll with me. Just roll with me. So, if... okay, so we're gonna match again on window manager focus follows mouse. And so if we have none, right? If we have none, then and then if we have some focus follows mouse implementation windows. Okay, so if we have none, then we're gonna turn it on, right? We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna do this basically. We're gonna call Windows API enable, and then we're gonna set window manager focus follows mouse equals option from. Actually, we don't even need to do option from. Actually, we might need to. Borrowing rules and all that. So we got that. And then for anything else, we're gonna do nothing. Actually, we can make this explicit. Focus follows mouse. Komorebi, we do nothing. And if we have some, then we're gonna disable. Right? Turn it on, turn it off. And yeah, we're gonna set whatever that is, which is most likely gonna be none. Actually, I want to see if this works because I think it implements copy, so it should work, and I think that's the case. I think it does work. Cool. And then we can, or all right. Why don't we do it like this? So we'll do the match. If it's some, it will call the API, and then at the end, it will set the value. I think that looks good. So we go back into the preload function now, I guess. Yeah, we go back into the preload function. So we're gonna do this again, basically. The value has already been set, but we need to basically do the API call to Windows to match what we are putting into our state. Right? Right. I think so. Let's see if Bacon has anything to say. I think this is all I'm going to work on in this video, because I don't even know where all the time went today. Like practicing leak code, I'm very bad at leak code. The questions are also illegally stupid. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even understand half the freaking questions, right? Like I have to go and look at the solutions, which I also don't understand, so that I can try and understand the question, because I don't know who comes up with these questions. They are so stupid. I think, and like, no offense to math nerds, everybody's a nerd about something, but I think all of them some math nerd came up with them, and I wish they hadn't. I really, really wish they hadn't, because they have absolutely nothing to do with shipping code. They have absolutely zero to do with shipping reliable, functional, scalable code. There's nothing whatsoever. Anyway, my little interviewing rant. Let's open up Komorebi.json. So, right, I've got focus follows mouse set to Windows. Of course, like, that's not working because the focus is not following my mouse. So we can hit Komorebi stop and let's install Komorebi. I think I probably am also going to need to do a git pull. I think I merged some Dependabot updates, so I'll need to remember to do that before I commit. Let's just add this for now anyway. Alright, so Komorebi C start. Let's get that going. Huh, it still didn't work. What the frick? Very sus. Very, very sus. Okay, this one needs to be a little bit different. Right, this one in the preload needs to be a little bit different because we have set... Right, this needs to be flipped, right? Because if we have set some, then we expect it to be enabled. But if we have set none, because we're reading what we just set somewhere here, wherever the hell it is, here, rather, right? So we've just set this. So in this case, if it's none, I mean, we can disable it for good measure, but the really important one is if we set Windows, then we need to make this API call. Not that. I can't install unless racing against cargo. Because if you have Komorebi running when you run the install command, it installs Komorebi into this directory, the cargo bin directory. And so if Komorebi is already running and you run just install Komorebi, once it's compiled, once it tries to place the file, it errors out because the file is already running and it can't replace it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Focus is following the mouse, sometimes following the mouse. It doesn't work very well, this Windows implementation. Like, it has a lot of issues, but you know, it is less resource intensive than the custom Komorebi implementation. Sweet, I think we can call that done. So I will, actually, you know what? I gotta get to bed. I got can't even speak. I'm so tired. I have 3 phone calls tomorrow in the morning. I have one at 9, I have one at 10:30, and then I have one at 11. Screening, interviews, preparation, calls with recruiters, all of this sort of stuff. It is so goddamn stressful. Especially the ones where I'm talking to somebody for the first time, and it's like, that's it. I get 30, maybe even less than 30 minutes to make an impression, and like, that's it. Oh my god, this whole process is the worst. Late stage capitalism meets a boring dystopia. Anyway, wish me luck. I guess by the time this video is online, the calls will have already taken place. So I'll let you know more next time. Right, that is it, my friends. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment, of course. Before we go, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors, the lovely sponsors that I love so much. Thank you to private sponsor number 1 and private sponsor number 2. Thank you to Timothy, EFL1P, the classic read-only member. Thank you for sponsoring me. Thank you to Solomon, Julian, Evan, Maxwell, Acelink, Darren. Darren is a new sponsor. Welcome, Darren. Very happy to have you with us, and thank you for the support. Thank you, Leandro. Thank you, Alex. Kwang. I think this is also a new sponsor. Welcome. Very happy to have you, and thank you for your support. Thank you to Bigsby. Thank you to Surefire, Michael, and of course, the original OG sponsor of Komorebi. Thank you to Hisayuki. If you too would like to become a sponsor, head on over to this page. We are 70% towards the 20 monthly sponsors goal. That is insane to me. But if you are not able to become a monthly sponsor, if you can become a one-time sponsor, even that is greatly appreciated. Just come here. The minimum is $1, one time, monthly, whatever. Even $1, it means a great deal to me. And I appreciate it so much, especially now that I am unemployed and looking for work. If, however, you're not in a position to become a sponsor, the very next best thing that you can do is hit subscribe on the YouTube channel where I'm guessing you're watching this video right now. We are currently at 891. Oh my god, we're so close to 1,000. We are so close. So we're trying to get to 1,000 because that is the threshold for joining the YouTube partner program. And if you have been watching the Komorebi tutorial videos, the live programming videos, the Rust videos, the NixOS videos, you'll have seen that these videos are getting quite a lot of ads these days, right? But because I'm not part of the YouTube partner program, I'm not getting any ad revenue from that right now. So it's a really great way to passively support the future of Komorebi. And of course, I appreciate it so much. Lots of love to everybody who has subscribed so far. Lots of love for the subscribers that I have yet to meet. Yeah, I think we're good. So, my friends, I hope that whatever you all do today, you have a great day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you all back here next time.